Folks, thank you for coming back in, my friends. Hope you guys enjoyed the show today. Wow. It is one steamy, hot storm. Got thunder rumbling in the distance that way. Some more rain that way. 98% humidity. It's about 85, 90 degrees out here. Yeah, what can I say about today but steamy? You guys enjoyed the show today. Thanks for coming back in. Welcome back to MVP Fishing. Yes, sirree. Welcome back to MVP Fishing. Yep, this is our channel, folks. This is our channel. I can't. Yeah. I'm just gonna warn everyone right now. My brain's working at about 50% capacity. I've got a sinus infection and not good. But I had to get out of the house. I haven't been out in a day or two. I did some editing, created long form, some short feeds for you guys to enjoy. And it got really hot in my house thanks to that one guy that lived down, used to live with me, and got kicked out by the landlord because he wasn't paying the rent and utilities. Stole my AC. I haven't been able to afford another one. I was hoping there'd be a breeze down here. Unfortunately, the breeze is up there. It was fine on the way down here, but when I made it down here, it's one of those days where I wish the wind was actually blowing. That's a big one just hit the surface right there. I saw that. I hope you guys enjoy the show. Let me get these rods out. And I am already at a handicap, which I'm at a significant disadvantage with these fish. They've got a very big handicap on me. My reflexes are off. Everything's just a little bit slower than normal. We're gonna see if we can catch some fish. Someone lost their cell phone up there. I can hear it ringing. I tried to find it in the trees up there. I really don't want to dig for it right now, but it's being hot. And all the guy has to do is come down here and do that while he's down there, and he'll find it. I hope you guys enjoy the show today. Yeah, I'm still sick. I haven't gotten over it yet, but what the heck, I'm almost healthy enough to get out fishing, close enough for me to say heck with it. Too hot around the house with my AC scrapped because someone needed some extra money. He was angry because he got kicked out by the landlord because he didn't pay the rent and utilities for 2.5 years. He took it out on me for my. So it's like incredibly hot at home. It's a little more comfortable down here. Again, I can't wait for the shade to make it down here. We do have some storms around, folks. There's some rumblings of thunder down downriver. Got about 70 worms. I wasn't able to dig a usual 100. I couldn't do it, folks. I tried. That's about 20. Really good. We got a wing knot in our line. First cast. That is going to make it so I cannot get that out without hand lining this crap out. One of the bad things about heavy line, folks, is that if that line goes slack for 10 seconds, no matter how long you've had it on there or how much you stretch it, it's going to pop off. Hopefully there's some fish out here for you guys today. Hope I can catch something for you. Last trip down here was way lower. Caught one freshwater drum. I do not feel like going down there by that granary, folks. I don't. There's no way I can handle that bank. I can barely handle this bank. There's no shade up and down the shoreline. We're kind of waiting for it to shade up a bit. I had that on there, but I had a wing knot on there. Yeah, again, I've got the mic feed off. I don't know if it's really necessary at the moment. First, second rod, I might put the third rod out here too, to make sure that we've got all of our areas covered. Because this one's in like shallow, that one's over there. I might put this one out here deeper. That way we can have 3 rods out. That's what we need, some more clouds. And you have no idea the difference in temperature when it's cloudy down here. Dripping sweat, wiping my eyeballs. Not much I can do about this cold right now. This sinus infection I've got. Except Barry. We're out here fishing, folks. And I still feel like dung. Not as much of dung, but still, yeah, there's some poop in there. I'm trying not to cough. The sinus infection comes to sore throat and runny nose, so that's going to be pleasant for the rest of the day. And our worms can melt out here in 20 minutes if we don't get some shade and cloud. We have potential rain 20% for the next 3 hours. So that's how high the humidity is right now. They could form. There's no actual storms around, but they could actually form. That's how you know it's humid. That one looks okay. That one's holding me. It's alright, I guess. Alright. Yeah, I've got to wipe the sweat off my brow again. I'm pouring down sweat. This can actually help you when you're sick, folks. And getting outdoors, sweating it out of you. I don't need that sun, but this stuff can actually help others. Oh, that was a tight bite. My glasses were off. You little stinker. You little sucker fish. Even when I'm not looking, my glasses were off. I told you I'm already at a disadvantage. I should have put my glasses back on and I didn't think about it. That's a pretty good pop bite. Wonder what that was. Hopefully I can get that right back in the same spot. That's it to hit again. Freshly dug worms, folks, so looks like right now, right about there. It rained. I know, folks, I'm trying to get my glasses back on here. I just got them off here for a second to get the sweat off my brow. Ah. Yeah, it's hot, folks. It's very steamy. 98% humidity. Definitely over 95 degrees down here by these rocks. Probably about 90. You know how that heat index can really jump up the temperature. We got muck on our list. Where is that holding? Not the way it was a minute ago. It was straight out. Now it's moving to the left. Actually, where I wanted it to push at. Hold out there a little deeper. Alright, let me get the tablet going on in chat. You guys enjoy the show today. Yep, this tablet's already trying to overheat. It's already got the warning on it. intelligence charging mode. Battery temperature is too high. Wow, hot one, folks. I do apologize for coughing. I am still sick, folks, so bear with me. Here we are, folks. Here we are. Chris, what's going on? How you doing today, Chris? Chris says, good, Mike. Good luck, Mike. Appreciate that, Chris. Thank you, my friend. Yeah, how channel is this? This says, how channel is this? I don't know what you mean. My brain's not working. If I can just stuff to read. My vision's all. Dan, what's going on? How you doing today? Dan says hi. Hi, Dan. Care Bear. How you doing today, Care Bear? You're also says hi. Just like Care Bear. Get for it. Butt off. That's about 90 degrees out here, folks. 98% humidity, so you know what that can be like. Yakin, what's going on? How you doing, Yakin? This MVP, how are you, buddy? I still feel like crap, Yakin. Still got that sinus infection, pouring down sweat out here. Charlie, how you doing today, Charlie? Charlie says, Uncle Sir. How you doing today, nephew? Chris, how are you? Charlie. Chris says, doing okay, Yakin. How about yourself? There says, Chris, Eileen. Danny went fishing. How you doing today, my friend? Danny says, hey, Chris. Chris says, welcome in, everyone. Hope you're all having a wonderful day. Down and relax, take a drink, and enjoy the show. Yep, sounds good to me, my friend. Dan says, I'm running around the kitchen, cooking and watching. Appreciate that, my friend, but be careful. Chris says, well, don't blink, Dan, or you'll miss something. Yeah, this first one's in can be pretty active. Danny says, it's a hot and muggy day here in Tennessee. Yep, it's hot here in St. Louis as well. Dan says, I feel like I fell asleep the last time. Boredom, just tired, LOL. No worries, my friend. I still get the watch hours. See, Danny says, it was 100% humidity this morning. That's like 98 right now. It's pretty freaking hot. See 10 people in, and 15 thumbs up. Awesome, folks. You enjoyed the show today. Well, I didn't get that one to the right spot. I gotta find one spot. A little bit. There's a big fish coming up right now. You gotta get them to hit. It's a little easier down in this spot for some reason compared to that greenery. I think it's because it's a little shallow. When the fish come in here, you'll wind up, the baits are separated between 25 feet of water and the fish. They're only like 3 or 4 feet. As you guys can see, the water went up significantly. It's been about 7 or 8 feet since the last trip we were down here. And the water went up very high, very quickly as well. We had a massive, massive amount of rain yesterday. That can be both bad and good for a spot. You never know if it turns them on or it's Shut them down. Yeah, we're trying to keep our worms from melting out here right now. This is hot. This is some, oh look, 15 minutes out here in the sun. My worms are liquefied type of temperature. Now I'm at a disadvantage right now, folks. These fish have got me at a massive advantage because my brain's not working very good. I think that's where I was. I was holding out there a little bit further to the right. That first bite was just a little bit further to the right. We're just getting started, folks. I'm trying to figure these guys out. There's got to be some fish down here. I just got to find them. It's okay. Got sweat pouring down my brow. Can't see half the time. It's going to be a very entertaining live feed today. How is that? Well, that could use a refreshing. That up and off. There's a cart there. I saw that. Just about out of my distance. Been about 3 or 4 feet of where I just cast. So I could probably hit with my other rod. There's another big one. Seems to be out there a little further today. They're around. That's a good sign. I usually throw some corn in and stuff too, but I barely had the energy to make it out here. I could not even make it to the store to get any corn. Seriously, I am not. I'm still not feeling great. Let's see, that one's holding that way. That one's holding there, and that one's holding there. Pretty good. Hopefully, the back. Something small here, so we'll be able to tell it. Oh my! That's from where I'm about to go. Very, very confident. Unfortunately, right over the top of us, we got storms that way, storms that way, storms that way, and right over our heads, sun. Oh man, it's hot, folks. Well, I hope I said that in chat. I really do. Yeah, I did. But man, this thing was getting hot. I'm gonna have to get something out here to keep it covered, because this is. If it gets any hotter, it's just going to discharge and shut off. Hopefully that'll keep it okay. I can put that as a top of it and still keep going. And maybe refresh. Ain't bad. Yeah, she just overheated. She shut herself down. Get her back on here. Mine's in the last minute. Stay tight. That's technical. Come on. There's so much foam back here. There's a fish right up at the surface. So someone lost their foam back here. Come on. Down, folks. It's on. It's on. What we got? There might be some fish out here today. Got our first freshwater grub. Awesome, my friend. Come here, buddy. That's on our Mad Cat series rod. Check it out, folks. That's a good rod. First fish of the day, my friends. Little skunk. Awesome, my friends. Beautiful. Gotta love it. Yep, dude, give me a break. I just want to turn you around and then show you a little bit off more to YouTube, and then you can go home. And we are, I think we're on our camera feed here. Gotta love it. Let's get a close-up view of this one, folks. Beautiful. Yep, he wants to go. All right, buddy. Here you go. Thank you. Appreciate it. And look on our Mad Cat series, yeah, the Green Goblin. I'm gonna have to wipe the sweat off my brow again. Where are? It is hot out here. I can't find the other rod too. Clicking on that one here. Oh, you little stinker, man. I'm pretty good out there too. If you put the warm on, we get back out here. Come on, man. It's frustrating when there's storms and clouds and humidity all over the place, and all you're getting is sun. Fish out here today, folks. Getting bites. That's 50% of the work right there. Not looking in the other 50%. Well, 49% the other. I don't know how much the percentage is actually landing. It is tough, but I'm just getting sweat flowing right down my eyes. I move over there to the right, but it's off angle. This is the angle you want to set on. And there are storms all over, up and down the river. I got a raincoat with me, folks. I don't know how long I'm going to be able to fish today. It all depends upon Mother Nature, whether or not she wants to give me some nice cloudy wind or this humidity crap. Back. That was right. Getting range out here. That's right. Right out there. No skunk on the paper. Oh, one. No big bites. That one settled in the wrong place again. I always talk about how great the line is. Anything over 15 pounds test the rod will feel the line to handle it. Chris. Hot Jungle one here as well. Yeah, I got that. So Flavor, what's going on? How you doing today, Flavor? It was the 15th. Awesome, my friend. Hi. Good day. Abby, what's going on? How you doing today, Abby? Good to see you here, Abby. It's on, just for me. It says it's one fish. One freshwater drum so far. There's some big ones out here right now. Could be interesting fun. One of these live streams, I'll probably not even remember half of it. Come back up to the live feed so I can remember what was happening. Abby says so beautiful. Appreciate that, Abby. Patrick, what's going on? How you doing today, Patrick? Patrick says, hope you feel better, MVP. Well, if I feel better, soon as well. Patrick. Patrick says Chris. And Dakota. How you doing, Dakota? It says, Mike, be sure to stay hydrated today. You're drinking water, bro. I got a soda. That's all I got. Something. Says hello. Chris says Dakota. Chris says Tim. See, Chris says, don't forget to like and subscribe. And hear the live feed out. It helps the channel. Yes, sir. You got it right, Chris. I do have my mic, but man, it's hot. It's another thing to mess with. Okay, I guess I'll put the mic feed on. Alright, let me check something right now. Five people in, it's here. 24 thumbs up, awesome. You guys are enjoying the show today. I guess I can put the mic feed on. I feel like crap dealing with this stuff. Oh boy, there's some big ones coming to the surface right now. Oh, let's see, where does that go in? Right. I'm only gonna think go in. Connected. And the wind's blowing. The little bit I'm getting is blowing to the right, so I better put the mic feed to the left. All right, folks, you should be able to hear me now. It's just hot, folks, so another thing to fiddle with. And make sure I set my spot up in chat there. And she jumps off the live feed. Man, this tablet is really acting weird right now. And my spot's set up in chat. I have to leave it face down and put the top over the dang thing, or she's gonna overheat in 10 seconds. Yeah, it's hot out here, folks. It's no joke. I mean, it's freaking warm. Yeah, a lot of my worms are already starting to come to the surface. especially the smaller ones. Yeah, cut my side of my finger, didn't even feel it. All right, folks. Let me get a little piece of a night crawler on here as well. That looks better. Nice big old gobby gobble worms. Now, the heavier line, it just doesn't hold as good as my 8 and 10 pound test. It bounces way more. Most of the time that doesn't matter, but sometimes it does. Seems like today's one of those days where they're there, but if it's not sitting there for a minute or a couple minutes, they miss the opportunity to hit it. Yeah, she got all mucky again, folks, as well. We were just starting to clear up and had another couple of inches of rain extremely quick yesterday. I know I'm not nearly as active and stuff as I usually am. I said I do apologize for that, folks. I'm not feeling very good still. Hey, notice I'm keeping these rods side by side closer to one another than I normally do too, because I don't have a lot of energy to burn. I have a lot of energy to waste, so I get a bite, I have to be on that rod. I forgot I got the mic feed on. I don't have to yell anymore. Yeah, you guys can hear my voice. Sounds like crap. Freaking YouTube's probably like, who is that? I can't. The voice doesn't sound right. That's not a regular host. Yes, it is. Oh, there's a big one. That looked like a blue. Yeah, it definitely looked like a blue cat down there. Blue cat or channel. Probably a channel, actually, is the shell is down there. It's only about 7 or 8 feet deep, and it's surrounded by like 3 and 4 feet deep. All right, that looks pretty good. I think I'm gonna go find some shade right now, folks, because I really, yeah, this is pushing my limits. Even if I wasn't sick, this would be pushing my limits. It's like there's no shade down in the shoreline except for way down there on that steep bank down there. If I'm gonna fish that, I might as well fish down by the dang granary. Book bag, trash. People always throwing freaking trash around. Ain't mine. I hate picking up other people's trash. I do. It's one of my biggest taboos. I hate doing it. All right, the shade is. Let's see. It's way up there. Wonder if I can see those rods from up there. Ah. Sorry, I'm not as active in chat, folks. I'm already having a difficult time dealing with this heat right now. The wind is blowing like heck back there, and down here we ain't getting a bit of a breeze. Great for the live stream as far as the camera and stuff is concerned, and great for being able to see bites, but man, I wish I had a breeze. I really do. We got storms that way. We definitely have some impending storms up this direction. But did I bring my... I know I brought my raincoat. Did I bring my umbrella as well? I don't think I did. No, I just brought the raincoat. Yeah, I just brought the raincoat, folks. And that rod has moved on its own. Yeah, that's our Ozark Trails combo. That's our Fluger combo. And that's our Green Goblin combo. The Mad Cat series. Hope you guys can hear me okay. Usually the mic feed works pretty good. All right, thank you, Danny. I appreciate that, my friend. How you doing today, Danny? Let's see, Abby says, "Hey, Danny." Chris says, "Danny, Mr. President." Let's see, Danny says, "Hi, Dakota." See, Abby says, "Love you guys." Let's see, Abby says, "Hit the button and go subscribe." Let's see, Tom. How you doing, Tom? Tom says, Good morning, everyone." Let's see, says, "We can hear you better now." All right. Let's see, Danny says, "Hi, Tom." Let's see, Dan says, "Danny." Let's see, Chris says, "Hi, Tom." Let's see, Danny says, "Hi, Dan." Let's see, Chris says, "Tom." Tom says, "Hi, Dan." Let's see, Danny says, "We'll be in and out of the stream." No worries, my friend. Thanks for dropping by, and hope you have a great day. Big Boy Rails, how you doing, Big Boy Rails? Big Boy says, "Hi, brother MVP." How you doing today, my friend? Let's see, Big Boy says, "What's up, bro?" We're out here. It's about 90, 92 degrees, 98% humidity. Still got quite a sinus infection. I still feel like crap, but I'm out here trying to catch some fish for you guys. A very nice friend of mine did a painting of the Norfolk Southern 2-train double stacks. Sounds interesting. Let's see, Big Boy says, "For me." Awesome. And Cindy, how you doing, Cindy? Cindy says, "Hi, guys." The Big Boy says, "Hi, Cindy." And Honeycut, how you doing today, Honeycut? Honeycut says, "Hi, get you some." Let me make sure these rods are tight enough for me to see bites. All right. I got the mic feed on, folks. Hopefully I'll still be able to. You guys will still be able to hear me back here. Yeah, this is much better right here. Man, you can feel the breeze from right up here. I'm not sure if I can still see the rods, okay? Chris says, "Hi, Cindy." Chris says, "Honeycut." And Mark, what's going on? How you doing today, Mark? Let's see, Mark says, "We're on our way to you." Oh. Is that you up here? Hey, Terry. I just read it. I just read that in chat. How you doing, Terry? Does it look like it's going to rain to you? Maybe. My landlord just showed up with some cool dress. How you doing, Terry? Is Mark? Hey, Mark. Oh, dude, I can't eat right now. I'll save it. I save this for later, okay? Thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah, my stomach, if I eat right now, yeah, I can't do it. Yep, Mark says a cheeseburger. Thank you, Mark. I should kind of show this. Oh. Yep, hang on. Yeah, I'm not doing at my 100%. Hang on, folks. I need to show this to you guys. Yeah, my landlord, he finally came down. Say hi, Terry. Say hi, Mark. Hello. Danny, hi. Then okay, say. Huh? Say it now. Hello, Danny and Mike. All right. Yeah, the mic feed was in, so no one could hear you. All right. Yeah, it's not too bad down here, right? No, I'm just near the river that I'm scared to death. There's the steps. Oh, yep, there's the steps. Yeah. Here's one for you, Mike. Oh, thank you so much. Is that a bite? No, but why nothing happened? It's hot. I was getting bites, and I have got the energy to keep running these rods because I got to keep refreshing them. And the fishies want fresh bait, and oh boy. I thought I heard your truck. It's like, I recognize the sound of that. What? Oh boy. There's only one anyway. Yep. Let's see. Danny says hi, Mark. Hello, Danny. Danny the Manny or the Stingray or whatever. Let's see. Dakota asks, how's it going? Good, fine. And I've been to the river in many years. Many. Yeah, I'm gonna put that up. What do you think? It's gonna rain soon? Yeah. Yeah. If you want to sit here for a couple minutes, we could. If it rains, we'll throw you in the truck and away we go. That sounds like a plan. Where's my toady? Give me my toady. Give me. Okay. Where is it? I can't see that. Oh, okay. I'm opening the sucker. Oh, it's hot. No, it should be half-ass warm. Munchkin. Is that warmer than this one? I don't know. I got hot Mountain Dew, but I'll get some ice on the way back home. No worries. Oh, that's good, Mark. Thank you, buddy. Miss Giggy, how you doing, Miss Giggy? Miss Giggy says hi, Mike and everyone. Yep, this is my life. Ain't it great? There ain't no wind down here. Don't that suck? Who climbed down and painted the? I have no idea. Help. Yeah, there's graffiti way down here on the bar truss. So I'll show you what Mark means. You guys have probably never seen it. There's graffiti. You see, folks, way over there, right in the middle of the river. Who was crazy enough to climb down there and paint that? Sheesh. Seriously. There's some crazy old folks down here. Let's see, 12 people in and 35 thumbs up. Awesome, folks. Hope you guys are enjoying the show today. Yikes, I'm zoomed in. Get back. It's not a bad spot, is it? It went up. Unfortunately, you don't have your sandy bar, but this is not too. If you fell in here, Mark, all you'd have to do is stand up. I mean, you'd only go to your knees. Cool trains? Huh, really? Yeah, this one's. Well, that one's still got bait on it, so. You guys hear a phone ringing? Is that coming from the tree, from the train up there, or is that coming from someone's phone they dropped down here? Oh, okay. I was. We have an echo problem here. There were some big fish coming up here for a while. Yeah, it causes an echo sometimes. Because it'll cause yeah, these guys eat lunch. I don't eat lunch, folks. If I ate lunch, I'd be I'd be asleep in 10 minutes.
Be a little fatter too.
I can't eat during the mid part of the day, Mark. I've tried it. It don't work. When I wake up, I have a lot more energy, but the only problem is 3 hours have passed.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, this is. Did it get too hot up there working?
No, we just went home. You said you wanted something to eat. I brought you something.
Oh, thank you, Mark. Thanks, buddy. Hey, not a bad fishing spot, right? Where I'm fishing is about 15 feet deep. But in here, you could stand in here, like with that back current right there, where the current turns around. Yeah, you could stand up right there. You'd only be up maybe up to your waist, and this is sand, so you wouldn't sink in the mud. This is pretty. Yeah, cause there's a big undertows when you get out there deeper, cause it rips around that corner, right? And that causes that current to churn around. And people don't realize, like, oh, this I can swim here, right? Only problem is this far down, there's a massive undertow that will rip your butt right down to the bottom in 10 seconds, and you'll be 20 feet down.
You're a very, very, very top swimmer. Better be able to make it all the way across. Get there to the way down there.
Yeah, it's not a good idea to be swimming down here. Wow, it's hot. Did I mention it's hot, Mark? Because it's hot.
It's hot.
Yeah, it's hot. Okay. That's a peck bite. Yeah, something nibbled on it. Yeah, they don't do much more than that ping, 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 ping stuff. If he'd have hit it a little bit better, I'd have set the hook on his butt. And he'd have either gotten some food. What?
One right next to you?
This one?
Look how tight the line is.
No, it's supposed to be tight. When it does this, it gets out. Look at that. Yeah, there are some fish over here. I wonder what they are. I need to get by them suckers.
Just not hungry.
Oh, they're hot. When I get one of these worms by them, they'll hit it. It's just I got to get it by their butts. I bumped that rod, folks. Sorry. Yeah, everyone's complaining we can't hear you, Mike. Put the mic feed on. Okay. See, it's on my hat. Yeah, you can tell my reflexes are off. But I'm 50% back, folks. In another couple days, I'll be back to 100%. And it's supposed to be this off and on rain stuff the next couple of days. Did you notice that?
Yes.
So, yeah, it's cool as heck up there, folks. It's hot down here. Now, you guys just got down here, so you haven't been.
It's warm. You can tell you're out of the food.
Yep. Feel these rocks. They're hot to the touch.
A lot of sun on them.
You look nervous. Don't be.
I just got to get back. I know any minute my wife will call. Where you at?
I'm down there on the river. What are you nuts?
You got work to do.
No, I'm just kind of tightening these lines up. They will bounce a little bit after I move them. See, when they bite, they'll go that way. I mean, the tips. It takes practice to identify them. Yeah, that one's straight out, folks. That one's in mid-range, and this one's in here close, which is the one I would think would be getting bites, but it's not. I don't know what the heck. Oh yeah, there's some fish out here, folks. I didn't have time to go buy a can of corn. I didn't have the energy. That's all right. I'll go buy some other day. Let's see. It says WW Mark. Yeah, there's some WWs for you in the chat.
What?
That means awesome. We appreciate your contribution to the channel. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Miss Giggy says Latonia. Chris says with the WWs. Miss Giggy says Dan. Arnold, how you doing today, Arnold? Arnold says, how's everyone? Yeah, he's right off camera angle.
Oh, I'm here.
Let's see, Survival. How you doing, Survival? Survival says MVP, hello. Survival says, hey. And I lost, yeah, boy, and thank you for that good luck coin, those gems. Thank you, my friend. Arnold says, hey, guys. And Survival with the good luck coin. Appreciate that, my friend. Tom says, hi, Arnold. Let's see, Dan says Arnold. Survival says Tom. Arnold says Tom. Tom says Survival. Let's see, Dan says water reflects the sun. Makes it worse on the beach for me. Yeah. Plus the rocks will do the same thing. It can be pretty hot out here. Let's see. And he says Arnold brother. Yeah, I know there's more people in than one person, but that's what it's saying right now. Yeah, it's doing that to me again, folks. YouTube's acting weird. Oh, there we go. 7 people in and 38 thumbs up. Awesome, folks. Yeah, that's braid stuff. Someone just broke it off and left it on the bank. That stuff does burn pretty good.
Oh, it does.
Yeah, it's pretty flammable. Come on, big guys. I know you're here. Yep, now we can see it. Now we can see you, Mark.
Firebug, firebug.
It's actually perfectly legal. You can build a fire down here. No. No way, dude. I don't buy my worms. You know that. I don't leave my trash down here, dude. I never leave my trash down here. Jenny says, just shared, uh, just shared your live out on a post. Thank you, Danny. I appreciate that, my friend. Arnold says, Danny, hello. Let's see, Danny says, let's go. Hey, I caught a fish. I have one on today. Yeah, I already caught one. Had a couple more bites on this closer rod. Now, I can actually smell that. That's the first thing I could smell in a week. Yep. Yeah, I can smell that. Yeah, that one's holding weird again. And we're getting a lot of debris on our line again. That means this water's raising. Oh, no worries. You're good. I just bought another pack. I'm actually not smoking very many cigarettes right now. I'm smoking like 2 or 3 cigarettes a day. My throat won't take it, so I've cut down quite a bit on my nicotine intake. One thing about it's cold, and it also show that you can stop smoking them suckers if you want to. Because I really don't want to be smoking them right now. They're gonna hurt my throat really bad. And I never do that on stream, folks. I'll do that on the side or after the stream's over, right? I try my best not to smoke on stream. I don't think I've ever shown myself smoking a cigarette on stream. And I've done probably over 1,000 live feeds. And there's another big one just went right by there. I think we got some grassies in here, folks. Smells like barbecue. Are you burning some like McDonald baggies or something?
Burned one of them. Burned some fishing line.
That explains why it smells like food. Okay. Like all of a sudden it started smelling good. And fortunately, people come down here, they don't care about taking their trash with them. They realize that when the water goes up, it's just going to wash downriver. But the problem is the people upriver are doing that too, which just washes more trash down here. And yeah, and just it's an endless cycle of garbage. It does, don't it? I was getting bites out here. It's just, you hear that? That was the tree slamming into slamming into that sucker out there deep. And it's all sand bank out there, so I don't really have to worry about getting snagged. No, maybe that storm went by. Yeah, I moved that mud that was in the back, the bags of mud. Yeah, Terry probably noticed that. Yeah, they were the storm the roof was leaking on them, so I moved them.
Where I was at?
Yep.
Yeah, I seen that. I thought he did that.
Oh, I did it.
The bucket over the top of him?
Yep. Arnold says, "Howdy, Danny, bro." Gator, how you doing, Colt? Colt says, "Mike, brother." Colt says, "Danny, brother." Danny says, "Colt, brother." Let's see, hog fishing. What's going on? How you doing, hog fishing? Hog fishing says, "What's going on, brother?" It's pretty hot down here right now. Hogged, it's about 90, 92 degrees, 98% humidity. I got a sinus infection, fighting it out here, trying to get some fish for you guys today. I already caught one nice freshwater drum. Let's see, Gator says, yeah, I don't smoke if I'm asleep. Yeah, I don't smoke when I'm asleep either. See, Hog says, LOL, Gator. See, Danny says, yeah, I wouldn't rip up. Oh, boy. Let's see, Danny's laughing his butt off. Let's see, Dan says, yuck. Don't touch tobacco. 14 people in, 41 thumbs up. That's why I don't do it on live stream. I do know it bothers folks. I really am in touch with that idea of it. I try not to smoke even indoors around my cats unless I got the windows open. See, Jenny says, me too. Let's see. Emro, what's going on? How you doing, Emro? Emro says, I don't always, but well, when I do, it's left-handed. Oh, okay. Miss Kitty says, cold. Let's see Dan lapping his butt off. Katie says, Miss Giggy. Tom says, I remember it's Cub Scouts, the adults. Didn't bring enough camping to trip to watching them. The leave, it was so funny. I got you. Yeah, I just don't do it, Danny. Your YouTube is they're not gonna. Which one? Man, I didn't see it. No, I didn't see it. Mm. Mm. It's okay because the AI will pick up. It's not the host saying that. So as long as I don't cuss like that, it's all public domain. So people cuss in the background. The AI figures that stuff out pretty quick. Let's see. Gator says, "Same, Denny." Let's see. Denny says, "Mike, we are not as so famous as you, brother." Okay. Let's see. 22 incredible people in, my friends. Let's see. 43 thumbs up. Awesome, folks. Hope you're enjoying the show. And thank the Lord for the clouds. Yes. Yeah, a little bit of a breeze in this direction. Can you feel that just slam into you? It's like all of a sudden, like,
I was trying to get a little wavy water over here.
yeah. Yeah, there are some big fish in here, folks, working up. I'll check this one, Mark. I mean, Terry. I'll see what's going on with it. Bump. I bumped that. You know what I bumped? I bumped that truck. Yeah, there's a truck out here.
A truck?
A truck. A truck. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. I check it out on my live streams. My earlier previous live streams when the water's low.
when I'm walking over this waterfall down here where the water's really super low, there's a truck there. It's one of those like ones the core engine. It's a smaller like two. It's not a pickup truck. Well, it's one of the commercial like ones that they tow the smaller stuff with.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yep.
The smaller ones.
Not a pickup truck. Not an 18-wheeler.
No, not an 18-wheeler, unless they have very small wheels. But you could still fit like 2 or 3 people in that
So
camp.
you wasn't down here fishing? Well, you stayed away though.
Yeah, well, they didn't want you to coming down here. I would be fishing over there, right? And you could see them working in the background. But oh, bless you. Yeah, they didn't want you down here. Mark, I'm right-handed. Yeah. No worries, buddy. That's not that much of a weight. I've only got like a half ounce of weight out here, and that's pretty fast moving current, right? Wouldn't think that'd be too much weight over there for them guys, but thanks again for the meal, Mark. Oh, look at that. Yeah, that might be the thing. I'm casting out too deep, maybe. That fish was in friggin' shallow. That was probably a common carp or a grass carp. Yeah, that might be what I'm doing wrong right now, folks. I'm casting out too deep. It's gonna shake after it's casted. It's got to stabilize. Once because when this hits the bottom, it'll move a little bit until she stabilizes. That's kind of you always see me do this. That's a terrible cast, Michael. Yuck. What was I doing? It's worth a shot. I mean, there's some decent fish in here in the shallows. I should have bought a can of corn. I really should have. That would have forced these fish that they would have definitely have come in here and sat for a while. But I mean, I could do this, but I didn't get that many worms anyways. Do I want to do it? I do it. Yeah, that'll get them in here now. I just threw in about 15 of my 70 worms. Let's see. Dan says, good luck. Let's see. Tom says, I hear you, Gator. Let's see. Imro says, went bass fishing last Saturday. Left by 10 a.m. because it was so hot here in South Georgia. Caught a 5-pound largemouth. All around pound and a half. Oh, caught 5 largemouth, about a pound and a half. Awesome, my friend. Sounds like a good day. Last time I went bass fishing, primarily bass fishing, I got one about 7 pounds, but I got a number of those like little half pounders. So I got a bigger one than you, but you're probably your average was way up from me. He's laughing her butt off. Let's see, Tom says, I can't please around. The Gator says, I just stopped trying to, it's easier this way. Okay. Let's see, only chicken fans. How you doing? Chicken fans says, hello, everyone. Denny says, hi, fans. I see 12 incredible people still in. I see 46 thumbs up. Awesome, folks. Hope you guys are enjoying the show today. What is it? Tuesday? Yep, Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. Yeah, that one just popped in my head. I told you, my brain's not at 100% right now, folks. Yeah, I know. I mean, they're friggin' everywhere right now. It's just usually that corn will force them down. So that bait, there's so much of that corn, just takes one kernel of corn to float by that fish's head for him to suddenly realize, oh, there's food. He follows it down, follows it down, follows it down, and oh, look, there's food. Folks, let's set that up. And we'll come back to that here in a minute. I'm trying to figure out what to do here, folks. There is a way to fish close to the surface. It requires you to use a like a type of a drop shot rig, where you put the weight here and the hook up here, rather than the hook down. There's another one right over. Yeah, this is getting frustrating, folks. These are friggin' massive fish over here. Bobber would be and do this. It would float down the river so quickly.
This water's going almost up the river half.
It don't work, Mark. Trust me. Your line winds up right into the bank every single time, which I don't know is a bad thing or not, but. Oh yeah. Yeah, there are fish everywhere right now, folks. It's just I can't seem to get them to hit. They could be traveling to it's another reason why you need that corn to get them to stop. Because it's like you're traveling down a highway, right? And you're hungry, but you don't know if there's any food or any place to stop to get anything to eat. You just keep on going. Now you see that sign there that says, "Oh, look, there's a McDonald's." You get off of that you get off the highway and go grab yourself a bite. Wow, that breeze feels so good, folks. Whenever that wind blows right off that water, it feels like 20 degrees temperature differential, doesn't it? Another one.
I gotta get going.
All right.
If you need, hey, if it starts to rain, call me. I'll come get you.
All right.
Okay.
I got a raincoat. If it doesn't.
Hide out under the bridge. We'll come down and get you. It ain't no big deal. Don't have the trailer on.
Okay. All right. Glad you got down here. It's not bad down here, Mark, isn't it?
Try to come up with a little
Game plan, a little way to get more confidence, right?
Yeah, notice I'm away from the water.
Dude, this is. I can wade about. Oh boy, it ain't that deep, Mark.
It's just the idea.
I mean, that's a lot of water moving way out there. It's just, only really dumb people try to go and swim out there. Here, you could wade right here. You have no problem.
You ever fish that little eddy up here?
Yeah, you've seen them on the streams. I've got some big blue cat over there, but she's not quite high enough. She's still a little shallow back there.
Okay.
Yeah, when she gets up into the trees up here, about another 2.5, 3 feet up from this, that's when that gets really good. Another big one. Yeah, I'm right over there, folks. So we're gonna see. I'm gonna set my butt down for a bit. Yeah, we're all right, Mark. Thanks for the meal, buddy. Yeah, it's not bad down here. It's very, very peaceful. I'm sure those fish were downriver, right? And all of a sudden the water's getting higher. Guess what they're doing? They're taking off upriver. They're not really stopping here. You can see them. They're like,
I've been watching them.
99% of them probably aren't even stopping here. They'll probably just keep on moving upriver, probably towards the granary, to be honest.
They're everywhere.
Yeah. Hopefully I'll get one to hit. I just got to let these rods soak for a bit. All right. Thanks for dropping by, Mark. Drive safe, buddy. Definitely. Let me get my soda up from up here. I left my soda up here. Man, it's so much cooler up here with the breeze. Yeah, it's just the luck of the draw. Sometimes the wind's blowing across the river. Sometimes it's blowing. Which way is it coming from? Okay, so it's going like. Okay. I gotta watch behind me. Dang ants! Get off my soda cup. What? Yeah, they're everywhere. I got the baits off the bottom. You can see those Carolina rigs are further off the bottom than normal. I know what else I'm supposed to do for these guys. Yeah, you guys can see them up at the surface right now every few seconds, just darting across. Just, yep. All right. And again, drive safe. Just checking my mic feed. Now those, they're, a lot of them are like this, right? So I think they're smaller common carp and brassies, buffalo, drum. Who knows? A lot of species of fish down here, though. Seems like they're just not stopping over there. Yeah, they're getting a heck of a lot of rain upriver, so they're actually tasting that water coming from that way. That was a pop. Come on, hit it. And that was popping it pretty good. Dang it. Where was that cast? It was right out in the middle out here. I was popping it pretty good there for a second. Looks like you got a lot of that worm off on me. I think we'll put some fresh stuff on here. Stuff's probably pretty stale. You're probably tasting it. Probably like, blech, that don't taste right. That's yucky. That's like that hamburger's been sitting around for a week. I don't like the taste of that. Blech. Type thing. Because worms do they go pretty stale down here relatively quickly in this water. Well, that's a big night crow. I don't want to use that. All of it anyway. Just use part of it. Oh, what the heck? Risk it for the biscuit. I gotta get a bait out here that they're gonna hit. So let me put it out here. Man, it's a show right now, folks. Just watching these fish coming up. Because every second there's a fish go by. There's literally there's another one. Let's see. There's another one over there. And these aren't Asian carp, folks. These are like common carp, grass carp, drum, buffalo. They're getting right to the edge of that this rock face, kind of noticing it and taking off in this direction. There's another one. And I hope you guys can see that in the background. How many of these guys are out here right now? Another one. That one could just come up to the surface. How is that one holding? Pretty much straight out. I get that off the bottom. Felt like it was stuck. Bump that truck again. Bump. I just pulled that by that fish and spooked it. Crazy. Some fresh on here as well. No sense in holding her forever. They don't make it out here in the heat for very long anyways. I can only keep these worms one day. Unless the moment I get home, I change the soil and put them somewhere cool. And even then, half of them are still going to die. That's why I only take as many as I need for a day. All right, that looks pretty good. A pretty nice gob of worms. I know I'm not casting that out very far because these fish are in pretty close. Should have brought a can of corn, folks. I know I should have. I just did not have the energy to go buy my dollar. That's me bumping it, I think. Yep, I'm bumping that, I think. This won't sit up here right now. Interesting. I must have turned it just a slight bit. I was bumping that. Well, maybe I wasn't. Yeah, I think we're gonna let them soak, folks. Because these guys, there are fish out here. It's just, I think I'm spooking them. Let me get my stuff. I'm gonna set right beside you guys. Probably take the mic feed back off so you guys can listen to the sounds of the audio in the background. Because I'll be sitting right beside you. I want to use that a lot less and less, folks. If you've noticed, I've used it too much. People rely on that mic feed just a little bit too much. Dang it, seriously? Oh my goodness sakes. Stupid ants, man. I put that burger down for 10 seconds and they just covered it. Dang. Get off the friggin' package. Yeah, I'm gonna microwave that when I get home, because I'm not gonna eat ants. Put that somewhere where they're not gonna get to it. Stupid things. Bury that in my backpack. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Where the heck did I do with them? All right. Let's off here for a minute. Yeah, I'm gonna be sitting over right by you guys, so I don't need it. To be honest, you don't even need a mic feed, even a wind block down here right now because there's no wind. Yeah, stupid. That burger was sitting down there on the ground for less than 5 minutes, and like thousands of ants covered the sucker. Things. Well, I can microwave when I get back home. Ain't gonna survive the microwave. Let's see. Tom says I can't please anymore. Only Chicken says hello, everyone. Let's see. Emro says supposed to be 94 Friday, and I'm going back. Gonna be another early day. Sounds good to me. I was out bass fishing from midday till around evening. That big 7-pounder I got was right in midday. That was on a mini striking spinnerbait. Tom says we got 100 degrees coming on Thursday. Yikes. Mahad, what's going on? How you doing, Mahad? Mahad says hi. Mahad with the fishing emojis. It says hi again. Miss Gigi says, send it to me, Tom. Tom says, you got it, Miss Gigi. See, Gator says it's already close to 100 here. Let's see. And Seth Johnson, what's going on? How you doing? SJO is checking in. Seth says, hello, Gator. See, Denny says hi, Seth. See, Denny. Seth says hi, Danny. Miss Diggy says Seth. And Caroline, how you doing, Caroline? Caroline says, hey, Mike. How you doing today, Caroline? Danny says, hi, Caroline. And Peace, how you doing today, Peace? Peace says, come sit beside me. Let's have a talk. Yeah, that doesn't sound right. Let's see, Peace says, Danny, good day. Tom says, extra protein. Yeah, but that protein bites. That's no joke. They sting. Especially when they bite you in the lip. I know. Yeah, I definitely know. Not a fun little ow, ow, my lip, ow, ow, Lego, you little finger type of thing. Let's see. Peace says, Seth, how are you doing? Hey, Seth says, I'm doing great, Peace. Let's see, Abby says, hello, Caroline. Let's see. Seth says, hey, Abby. 8 incredible people in and 55 thumbs up. Awesome, folks. You guys are enjoying the show today. I mean, the show being the massive amount of fish swimming up this little spot here. Every couple of minutes, you'll see one coming up to the top. They're not hitting my lines very well. We caught one pretty big freshwater drum over there. What'd I do with my soda? Because I don't want him to get all over my soda. Oh, we left it way out of heck over there. I'm sorry, folks. It does kind of seem like I'm speaking like I can't hear myself talk. My ears are. I've got a sinus infection. You know what comes with a sinus infection? Your nose and eye. Sometimes I'll get blurred vision like now. Get behind my eyeball. Stupid answer. Right here. Right where I'm standing, the stinkers. I wish Terry wouldn't have put that on the ground. Oh well. Keep an eye on those rods, folks. Tom says, I'm getting ornery in my old age. I think we have that in common. Dadgummit. I'd say we definitely have that one in common. Well, my tablet's not showing me as much chat as we've got. Tom says he's back. Hi, Seth. Hi, Peace. Let's see. Peace says 7-pound bass. That's awesome. Yeah, I put that on a short feed. Yeah, that one's a Strike King mini spinnerbait tip with a Strike King Rage Craw. Yeah, I always seem to do better with my spinnerbaits when I tip them with something. Now, it can be just a little piece of a trick worm. It can be just a little piece of I don't know, a creature bait, a lizard, a swim bait, whatever. There goes another one there. They are all over the surface down there. They're just not cooperating. Hard pressed to use any less weight than I'm casting over there right now. I mean, the middle rod's got like 3/8 of an ounce, which is less than a half ounce. The far rod's got a half ounce, and the closer one here's only got a 1/4 of an ounce. Yep, that's our little mini Ozark trails, and that's the Fluger combo. And down there is the that's the Mad Cat series rod with that Shakespeare alpha on it. See 9 people in, 56 thumbs up. Awesome, folks. Yeah, I should have had at least 3 of them today. There's another one just comes to the surface and takes off right down the surface there. It must be stabilizing over here to the left, right past where that point is. So when I cast over there, why am I not getting any bites? I don't know. It's the idea. I'm casting to the spot where they're going over, and then I'm casting to the spot where they're going past. And here comes the sun back up. Dang it. But luckily the shade is about to get pushed. Another one. Massive fish. That's pretty frustrating when they're doing that. Good job. We got that truck. Nothing wrong with that thing. No reason. Switch up okay. Big rod in the middle and the smaller rod right. There actually seems to be less current in the middle anyway. I'm sorry, folks. I still got a cold. I do apologize for coughing like that. Rain, folks. Rain. Better put the mic feedback in. All right. Sorry about that. I do know that can be a little loud. I can't hear too great right now anyway, so. Oh, it's a pop pop. Come on. Some pecked on it. Either that or ran through the line. There's a lot of fish over here right now. There's actually so many fish going down here, probably just ran through my line. All right, rods are back. You waited. I can't believe with all these fish out here, I can't get a bite. This is kind of crazy right now, folks. It's like these guys are all 100% full. They don't want to eat at all. Usually can find one or two that want to hit. Yeah, I did catch one drum, but still seems a little lower than normal. Right where the current and the back current meet. That's just perfect. Should definitely be a fish setting there. Both of these lines are totally slack. It means that current just went from pulling to not pulling. Interesting. What is that in my ear? Well, these guys are just acting weird right now. Shade still hasn't made it over there yet. It's close though. Probably get underneath that little tree spot there and get underneath some shade. I'm just wondering why this rod is over that way and that rod is over that way. I got that line, don't I? Yeah, I got that line. Stupid thing. I could just see that thing and drifted right over that thing. There's no reason for it to have drifted like that, but it did. So that one was straight out. That one was over there, and it drift. That one that was over there drifted back that direction, all the way over this rod, which was still stationed over there in the middle. Because for some reason that back current pulled enough to pull the weight. But a moment ago it was pulling so hard that direction that I couldn't hold it all. Get her out there deeper. I haven't taken a cast out deeper yet. I mean, super deep out there, like as far out as I can cast. Deep. Oh boy. It's frustrating when fish are everywhere and nothing seems to want to hit. Just frustrating. Get it underneath a little bit of shade we got here forming. Get off me, ants. Just a little bit of shade right here. see, Abby says, hey. See, Bambi says, I'm getting, I got you. Imro asked, which rod is my favorite? Boy, that's a tough one. Honestly, I'm gonna have to go with my my Ozark Trails. Just because I catch more fish on it. I literally catch bigger and more fish on that little Ozark Trails rod. Let's see, Yoshi, what's going on? How you doing today, Yoshi? And Yogi, how you doing also, Yogi? I appreciate you coming in, my friend. Yeah, I've got these stupid ants all over me now. They brought burgers down here, and the suckers got all over me. Oh well. Abby says, hey. Peace out. Not your favorite. Peace and Seth. And Fishy Things. How you doing today, Fishy Things? Fishy Things says MVP. See, Fishy Things, train bike coming soon, folks. It's possible. I don't know. There's a lot of fish down here. The water's raising. I think they're traveling. I really do. So they're not stopping here. They're bolting past this spot. And thank you for the Emmy. Thank you for the membership. Awesome, my friend. Emmy's a new kitten. And seeing Fishy Things, he's also a kitten. Thank you, my friend. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Seth says hi. Let's see. Tom says I can hear it all. Let's see. Abby with the WWs. Yep, guys. Thank you so much, my friends. Let's see, Russ. What's going on? How you doing, Russ? Russ says hi. Abby with the WW. Yep, the kittens. Meow meows. He says, welcome to the kitties. Let's see. Seth says, hey, Russ. Fishy Thing says, I love MVP. He's one of my favorites. Thank you, my friend. I really do appreciate that. Another Fishy Things, he's got an awesome channel too. He's always doing these cool musical audios. Yeah, Fishy Things, you're new in. Let's see, the temperature's about 90, 92 out here right now. We got some storms around. The temperature's about 98% humidity. It's partly to mostly cloudy, but whenever the sun comes out, we start sweating our butts off. You've got access to those cool emojis. We've also I'm still pretty sick. I've got a sinus infection, so I'm kind of coughing up quite a bit. I do apologize for that, and my throat seems pretty messed up right now. She thinks this. Thanks, Tomahawk. Let's see, Northern, what's going on? How you doing, Northern? Or says Fishy thinks hello, my brother. That might be a bite on that far rod. Huh. That bounced. We've got some big fish down here everywhere. It's just getting them to hit. Let's see. Seth says, hey, Honeycut. In the 70s and 80s. Yep, good fishing. He says, Northern brother. Seth says, hey, Northern. Fishy thing says, what's up, Northern? Tom says, sub, you Danny. Awesome, my friends. I hope you guys are enjoying the show. Yep, Emmy with the welcome to the kittens. How you doing today, Emmy? Appreciate you coming in, my friend. Let's see, Carly, what's going on? How you doing? Carly says I subbed to you, Emmy. And Edward, how you doing, Edward? Edward says, oh, wow, this is cool. We got the train. We got fishing. The whole 9 yards. Yeah, hopefully we can catch some fish. We caught one good freshwater drum so far, but there's some big ones. You see, there's another one right up at the surface. You could see those big 8-10 pound. That was a common carp. So I saw that. That was about an 8 or 10 pound common carp. It's come right up to the surface. And he says, "Aha, Seth." He says, "Hey, Danny." Abby says, "Hey, Kari." Abby says, "Hey, Yummy." See, Carly says, "Hi, Miss Abby. How are you today?" Let's see. Edward asks, "Hey, what's up, my friend Seth Johnson?" And he says, "Hi, Abby." Abby says, "You guys are amazing." It says, "That's good to hear, my friend." Seth says, "I'm doing well, Edward." Steve says, "Hi, Abby." Seth says, "Hey, Xset. I miss you, Xset." Xset says, "Hi. How you doing today, my friend?" Yep, let me pin that in chat while I've got that in the right place. There you go. I do apologize for coughing so much, folks. I've got a cold. I got a sinus infection, so it's making my throat itch pretty bad. I've got that fluid. Eyes are all burning and watery. On top of it, it's like 90 something degrees out here, 98% humidity. I'm kind of hiding underneath a shade tree right now, a shade bush, in fact. Uh, no worries, Abby. Which says, "I've recognized some people in here. They're cool people." Yeah, our live stream's pretty relaxed, enjoyable. We get to sit back here and enjoy the Mississippi River, relax and come in here, enjoy the chat. Hopefully, get some big ones. We get some big fish down here. Some big common carp, grass carp, buffalo, channel, blue cat, flathead, freshwater drum, sturgeon, American eel, stripers, white bass, skipjack herring. Uh, haven't seen a walleye for about 6 months. That one's got me worried. But I usually only see them in like super low water, anyways, and we haven't been low for about 6 months. The last walleye I saw was like in January. And there's another one just comes to the surface over there, and I could try a lighter weight over there, but I don't think it's going to do any good. I got a small one on to begin with. These guys just don't seem to be feeding right now. They're just traveling. I mean, it's awesome to see them come to the surface and dart across the water. Like like a 6-inch shad comes to the surface and you just see that. There's another one, another big wake out there. Well, they're doing it too down here, except they're 8-10 pound carp and 15-20 pound grass carp. Another one over there to the right. I mean, I could try a still rig per se. Yeah, look at that gunk coming out of my eye. That's unfortunate, having that kind of mucusy yuck stuff coming out of my right eye. I could try. I could try a little uh like a little drop shot rig, but that usually doesn't work down here. I don't know just how far I want to go off the bottom with it. Probably not that far, more like 2 or 3 inches. And the Carolina rig should do that. Because if you go over about a foot, it's not really that deep. As I was talking to Mark here, you heard me talk about earlier how you could pretty much wade out. This is like a couple of days ago was 4 feet lower than this, and it's about 8 feet out there because this is a sand bank. It's a slow tapering sandy drop off. Now my lines are held up and down this area, right? So I got one in here shallow, in like 2 or 3 feet, one at about 4 to that mid range area, and I got one out there past that. Every time I reel my lines in, I'm scaring the heck out of these fish. That's how many of them are in here. The only fish I seem to have caught today was a drum, and that fish was probably stationed here. I got a couple of other bites out there I missed. Those are probably also drum. Drum or small blue cat or maybe a buffalo or something. I'm sorry, folks. I can't help. My throat's itching. I had a cough drop in a little while ago. It didn't seem to do much good. I could put a smaller weight on here, but I'm not going to hold. I mean, I could double rig it. I mean, I could just put a hook up here. That actually wouldn't be too difficult. That's a possibility. Let me get a hook out of my box. So I've got one off the bottom and one closer to the bottom. It's a little tricky to rig up, but I've done this before. And that throat just itches. And there are ants everywhere down here right now, folks. They're friggin' everywhere. So the best way to do this, if I remember correctly, is just try to get that. If I can't get that through the eye, which I'm generally not going to be able to, I'm gonna have to cut that and retire on there double. Where's my other backpack? There it is. That'll work. My scissors will do. So what we're just going to do is retie this twice. So retie this once on here. This is not the best way to do it, but it'll work. This doesn't have the best of action. I need another drink of soda. Trying to keep my throat coated, but I'm not doing a great job of it. Crap, let go of it. Let go. There's another train, folks. All right, that's a little double rig. So that's your little drop shot with a Carolina right below it. It's kind of, you're allowed, I think 50 hooks on each rod down here. Not that I ever use that many of them, so no worries about breaking any laws. Look at that water just, look how fast she went up, folks. All of a sudden, she just, wasn't I standing here a second ago, folks? Seriously, wasn't I just standing here? I mean, look at how fast that water just went up. All right, this about went over my bucket. All right, now where do I want to cast this? I want to kind of get her over here. If I do that, this one's got to be reeled in. Don't do that, Michael. You just did. Yeah, that was going to be a freaking nuisance to get undone. Oh, boy. I can't see right as it is already. I got gunk on the hook, the weight with it, so I got to crap off of there already to see even how she's wrapped on there. At least it's two different colors of line. I can see the difference. That's got to be nearly off. Incredible how fast that stuff can wrap up. Sorry, folks. There's nothing I can do about that. At home, and I've been keeping my throat coated with coffee and stuff, taking cough medicine, but out here I can't do it. In this heat, I can't take any cough medicine at all. That would be bad to take cough medicine out here in this heat. That would be like, yeah, because a lot of that stuff is ethanol or alcohol based. All right, folks. I don't think I kicked that rod. All right. I guess I might have touched one rock that was, I don't know. Man, that breeze feels good whenever it blows. Sheesh. Man, this is kind of disappointing, but at the same time, I was going to be miserable at home anyways. My, there was a guy living upstairs from me for years, and when my landlady, my old landlady, sold her house, she uh, she explained how that other guy that was living upstairs hadn't paid the rent and utilities for years. And my new landlord, Mark, he wouldn't have anything to do with that, and he kicked him out. And as recompense, the guy stole my AC and scrapped it. $10 worth of crap on it. So now I've got to sweat my butt off at home. So I can't afford uh, another AC. The coolest exit. It's super hot today. Stay hydrated. I'm trying, my friend. I got a soda over here. In fact, I got 2 sodas. One's hot though. The other one's not that cold either. The shade is way I can get real close to this little bush and get to the shade. Let's see, Radio, what's going on? How you doing today, Radio? Radio says, hey, buddy, how are you doing? Good to see you. I came in late. Sorry about that. No worries, my friend. You're here. Enjoy the show, and thanks for tuning in. It says, how the weather today, Carly? Where I am, it's pretty nice. It's just sticky here. I mean, the humidity's it's super, super high. I don't know about where you are, Carly. It's super nice out. It says it's like 82, but there's a super nice breeze. There's a nice breeze up there too, folks, but unfortunately not down here. Let's see, 10 people in at 68 thumbs up. Awesome, folks. Hope you're enjoying the show today. Pacific, how you doing, Pacific? Thanks for coming in, my friend. Pacific says, hey, Mike, how are you feeling today? Pretty lousy still. Caught 1 freshwater drum so far. T Fishy says, hi, Pacific. I want to eat Mountain Dew in everyone. Every day. Like a mountain goat. Eddie says, like ice cream. Hey, I like ice cream too. I'm a fan of ice cream. In fact, almost every flavor I'm okay with. I've eaten some abnormal flavors and still pretty good. That's a little green goo. That's not good. Let's see. Ed asks, what state is this in? We're in the mighty Mississippi River down in St. Louis, Missouri. We're about a quarter mile upriver from the Arch. Yep, Fishy Thing's got it right. Let's see, Bambi's laughing her butt off. Yep, the Show Me State. Thanks, Fishy Things. That reminds me, I gotta go and check to see if the mountain goat shitting is still there. And when the tide flies. And people show us fish. Hey, there's fish all over the surface down here. We're trying to get one to hit. I've got a double rig on my big rod over there, Carolina and a still rig. We've also got Carolina rig on the pulse rod there, and another Carolina on the middle rod. Small weight on the close, medium weight on the middle, and heavier weight on the far one. It says I'm a fishing instructor. Pacific's fishy, laughing his butt off. Edward says, last time I went fishing was 4 years ago. I think 5 years ago. Something like that. I went ice fishing, actually. It's fun for the first hour or two until you start losing feeling of your toes. That's always my problem with ice fishing. After an hour or two, I can't feel my tootsies. Pacific says, Mike, you need lemon tea. Hey, you want to bring me some down? I'll definitely drink it. Leva says, oh well. Leva says, guess who's back? Back again. Davey's back. Tell a friend. Leva says, hello. Let's see. Leva says, train. Well, I'm backed up in chat, folks. Malik, what's going on? How you doing, Malik? Well, except I'm like NR 67. 67, 67, 67, 67, 60. Oh boy. I'm not saying all them 67s. Let's see, says a fun mix. Let's see, says hi. Let's see, Bambi says, hey y'all. Let's see. 9 people still in and 70 thumbs up. Awesome, folks. Hope you guys are enjoying the show today. Let's see, Bambi. And says hi, Bam Bam. Yeah, it's got good worms on them out there. That's what the retractive message. No worries. Jar might be doing still charged. Yeah, I'm in a major disadvantage, folks. I'm probably missing bites. I know my last stream I kept I zoomed in on my fishing rods, and a number of times I saw them rods pull, and I just wasn't even aware of them. Let's see, says hi. Let's see, Bambi says hi. Yeah, we are getting a little bit of a breeze now, folks, but unfortunately the sun's pierced back out fully. Oh my guys, there are fish everywhere. I got to figure out how these guys want when they fish for them. Do I cast like a jig head and just bounce it down the current? Do I cast a closer Carolina rig, maybe closer to the bottom, maybe uh, a straight egg weight right on the bottom, a bullet weight right on the bottom? They all have different actions when they're drift fishing down here. There's totally different actions. Like that jig head will kind of like float around. It really does look more like a stabilized minnow or something that's swimming when she's just drift bouncing. An egg weight that's going to be like erratically bouncing up and down. That bullet weight's just going to be dragging the bottom. Usually this is right. It's just not panning out. Yeah, that water literally went up about 4 inches in a minute or two. Then all of a sudden I look down and where I was standing is not there anymore. And when I put those rocks up, folks, there was a good maybe 4 or 5 inches to the water. And that's gone. It's right to the edge of my rock face now. By the end of the day fishing, it's probably going to be underwater. She's rising fast. Which kind of means our blue cat spot back here to the left is going to be real good. Man, I hope I'm healthy enough the next time. Because our next feed, we're probably going to be back here, back in our tree, in our cubbyhole spot. I need to get some corn and some bigger night crawlers. Because those blues are going to be pushed back in that cove again. Hope I'm feeling better by then. I'm surprised I made it out here this long. If it wasn't for there's a big one to the left. And that fish wasn't even working up current. So he come to the surface and, worked in here into the right. So he's stabilized here. It's like, this is not a nice spot to rest for a while. The only reason why I blasted this long, folks, is because I'm hiding underneath the bush here. Here, hear it? That's a bush. I'm hiding underneath it. Don't judge me. Yes, I'm hiding in the bushes. I am hiding. Yeah, I'm hiding in the bushes. Ah! Oh boy. I just said that on the feed. Betsy Bambi says, don't be mean, double tap the screen. Yes, sirree, Bambi. Then on. Betsy Bambi with the good luck emojis. Appreciate that, Bambi. Thank you. 5 people in and 71 thumbs up, folks. I hope you're enjoying the show today. Yeah, those rigs have got to be right in their faces when they're swimming by. They're just ignoring them. What are you? Get off my glasses. Some type of gigantic bug just, oh, that's a small bug. It just landed right on my screen, my glasses. And my glasses were amplifying. It looked big. Looked like one of those mutant creatures from Santa Sci-Fi, but it was just a little moth. Oh, boy. I honestly don't know, folks. That was something on that far rod. Eyes are all blurry, but all I saw her hit. Seemed like it bounced there twice. Yeah, there's so many fish down here. There's another one just running up the current there. Whenever the wind blows, it feels fine. It's just getting a lot of breeze here. Oh boy. I don't know how long I'm going to be able to take some more of this cold out here in this stuff, folks. This flu's got me a little messed up right now. See 5 incredible people still in and 71 thumbs up. Awesome, folks. Hope you're enjoying the show today. Honestly, what I should probably do is go home. It's hard to talk when your throat's itching like that. What I should probably do is go home, rest up, recharge all my stuff, and then go to Fairgrounds and fish for some bass later on this evening. Take a nap. Gonna recharge my batteries and stay away from the food because the food will knock my butt out. I have kidney problems. My left kidney is at 50%, and my right kidney is about 80%. I've had kidney stones when I was younger, and the psych medications I take also affect kidney functions. So they're they're I'm always being monitored by the doctors, so they're always making sure my kidneys are functioning within like acceptable parameters. But that just means when I eat, it's going to take a little bit more energy for my body to process that food, and yeah, it knocks my butt out. Oh man, I'm finally completely in the shade back here. You guys are getting there. You what? I think in about 2.5 hours we might shut her down. With this water rising as fast as it is, I don't think these fish are going to be hitting much. They're just using this opportunity from point A to point B. I think it might have been a better idea for me to go up to the fairgrounds and fish today. But we still got time. If I get home pretty quick here, I can stick my there's a bite on the middle rod. He's pecking on it pretty good. Bing, 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 bing. I saw him. I saw a little stinker pecking on it. Yeah, that was a pretty good bite. That was a ping, 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 ping. That's a little baby gar right by the surface. That gar was about yay big. Like I said, if I go home right now, folks, I can, stick my scooter on the charger, put my cell phone back on the charger, and hopefully still have enough time to charge up my tablet all the way. Charge back up my well, I probably still have like 25-30% on that, so I probably should concentrate more on the mic feed. That honestly sounds like a plan, because this doesn't seem to be panning out. I mean, we got fish everywhere. It's just I'm seeing them hitting the surface here, and they don't stop until way over there. Or actually, they probably just go down. Those carp and stuff are probably smelling the grain and stuff coming from that granary up there, and they're working up current to find it. I wish I brought some corn. I really do. I think that would have helped tremendously today. Let me see if we've been in, how long we've been in, folks. That does sound like a plan. Fairgrounds is a very easy trip. 2 hours and 15 minutes. I think we can go another 15 minutes here. That way we can get that just a little bit longer. We call one freshwater drum. That's something, and it's beautiful to see what she's doing down here. Keep you guys appraised of what the river's doing. I mean, I'm sure all these fish, the majority of them are going to stop in this big cove here, because as the water gets higher, there's going to be a lot of food coming down here, and these guys are going to. They don't have to travel up to the granary. They travel up to the closest place where there's food. And it picked it up again. That line's going slack. He's still messing with it out there. I wonder if we've got a buffalo or something, because that or sturgeon. That's very possible too. Of some of these bites I'm missing, they could be those sturgeon, because they love it when the water goes up like this. Yeah, I think we can make it another 15 minutes before we. Oh, what the heck was that? That's my. Look at that. That's my lid going underwater, folks. That was literally my lid going underwater now. I mean, I could fish here the rest of the day. I mean, give that just a couple more hours, but I just don't see this happening. So many fish are going by, and it just seems like they're ignoring all my baits. Every once in a while, I'll get something that seems to notice something and peck on it for a minute and just stop. But I'm fairly confident that Fairgrounds, I can go up there and get some bass, some crappie, some bluegill, rooster tail, spinnerbait, popper. Even with this wind blowing, I'm sure there's a corner down there, and maybe even a buzzbait. I mean, that little bit of wind is definitely a good little kicker to cast on the old buzzbait. Ah, yeah, that poison ivy I got on my arm still itchy. Yeah, another one. Yeah, they're just traveling, folks. So we've got all these fish over here, and they're not setting here. They're doing this. I was like, oh, there's food. Oh well. Yeah, she's definitely on the. Let's pick. Come on. What is it? Whatever that is just probably a sturgeon. That's what that probably is. It's probably a sturgeon about that big. He's not on there, so. Trash. Give me a chance to go get something to drink to rehydrate. The problem with itching that is that you wind up itching the scabs off premature. Ah, ow. Dang it. That wasn't smart, Michael. Stop it. I'm pretty good. I'm usually very good at ignoring the desire to itch, like poison ivy and stuff. But that's been getting on my nerves. It's hard not to be like, and I gotta itch it. I gotta itch it. I gotta itch it. I gotta itch. I gotta itch. I gotta itch it. Let's see what I miss in chat here. Bambi says hi. Let's see. Seth says, thank you for the all that you do. I really do appreciate you. Let's see. Bambi says, take care of yourself. Agree, Seth. Good idea. I appreciate that, my friends. See, Eric, what's going on? How you doing, Eric? With the coin emoji, the good luck, and the sunshine emoji. Appreciate that, Eric. Hey, you've been popping those jewels today, buddy. Let's see, Seth with the WWs and Eric. And he says, oh, nice, Eric. Peter says, thank you. Bambi says, hi. Let's see Bambi laughing her butt off. Let's see, 9 incredible people still in. Let's see, and 72 thumbs up. Awesome, folks. And we're pixelated to heck. I see it, folks. I don't know why we went pixelated, but we did. And there we go. Okay, we're fine now. Yeah, that went pixelated so quickly. That went so bad so quick. Yeah, trying to go over my rods too, folks. I really don't want to set up again. Eric says, yes, sir. Love your channel. Guys, I do appreciate that, my friends. I hope you guys, hope you guys enjoy the show and have a great, great day. If I don't catch you a little later on, hopefully you guys will be in. Like, it's probably gonna take me about 2 hours, so it'd be around around 4 o'clock this evening, give or take. That's a little later than my usual feeds, but to do multiple location feeds, yeah, it takes a little time, especially on an electric scooter. And I really didn't have the energy, and I just rolled out of bed today and was like, oh, it's too hot. I can't sit around the house. Might as well go out fishing and be sick. Too much humidity. Way too much humidity, in fact. And I do try to stay consistent. 2 hours and 30 minutes. That's a decent time for YouTube. I think that's pretty consistent as far as the YouTube is concerned. They want you to be as consistent as possible. If I'm not catching much in the the background, YouTube, I mean, it's the AI is definitely picking up. There's not much activity right now, so it's pretty much expecting me to. Yeah, this is. But it is nice to come down here and check to see what the river's doing and enjoy a little bit of time with you guys. Now I am really debating. I should have went to Fairgrounds and fished, but then I wouldn't have gotten a free cheeseburger from Mark. And I can't eat that when I get home either. Man, that sucks. If I eat that, I'll be asleep till 9 o'clock this evening. Gummit. Well, I'll put it in the ice box. It should stay for a little bit. Come on, guys. You only got a few more minutes. Let's see one of them rods go down. Here, fishy fishies. Here, buddies. Don't make me get the dynamite out of my bag, because I will. That was kind of a joke. Or was it? And good old trinitrophthalate, the perfect bait to catch your limit of fish. That's actually a pretty good joke. I got to remember that one. Yeah, Gator, I am going to go to another spot. I do have to go home, take a rest for quite a bit, charge up my gear again. Scooter's going to need some juice in it. The main cell phone's got to be recharged 100%. I didn't have time to get my battery extenders, everything charged. And then the mic feed's going to need to be recharged. Another big one. Check that out. Another massive fish right to the left of my rods there. Just you can see that wake. Look at that, folks. Right on the screen there. That doesn't make sense why they're doing that. They're just ignoring my baits, swimming right by them. I'm just waiting for 2 hours and 30 minutes. That way I can be consistent with YouTube. Just in time for the shade to form, too. Oh, boy. 2 hours, 25 minutes. Yeah, a little bit of rest will help. And I'm not kidding about the water going up, folks. You guys are going underwater. I mean, literally, one of the legs in the tripod just went underwater. Look at this. Look at it. Look at it. Look at this. Look, the water's just, what is it with the, what is it with the, I don't know. Oh boy. Oh, googly. Yeah, this is where I set when I'm setting. Good talk to you guys. Yep. I actually been doing better at fairgrounds anyways recently. This river's just been up and down so much. It just can't stabilize this year. Normally we're getting like rain in the spring, and this time of the year we're getting no rain. The water's down really low. The fish are concentrated in these pools. We're catching them good. This year the water's been it goes down a little bit. You start like, oh yeah, the fish are starting to get in here. We can start catching them, and it goes right back up. And we're 6 feet from we're probably from flood stage. If you go up 6 feet from this, you're probably up to the top of the levee. That's crazy when you consider like a day before yesterday, we were down on our sandy bars. I mean, yeah, it was just the beginning of the sandy bars. It was still the sandy bars. Let's see, 227, 227.30. What's our charge at, anyways? Too. We are at 41%. Yeah, I didn't have time to do all that stuff, charging and everything. I just barely had enough time to put juice in the mic feeds and put 40% in my tablet. I was asleep all day yesterday. I literally slept 18 hours yesterday. I just got up enough time to finish that editing on that long form video I did. I wanted to do a little bit more enhancements of the stuff, but yeah, I pushed her to 720. I should have pushed her up to 1.6K pixels or 1.2K. Yeah, 1.2K. It's a lot of work making a long form video. Another big one. That was way down there. Hyde says bye. 228 and 43 seconds. Yeah, we're getting there, folks. Not with the fish emojis. It says hi again. Hi, my friend. How's the fishing, bro? One good freshwater drum so far, Mahad, and we're seeing a lot of fish activity. But this water is rising. It's gone up about a foot since we started this feed, less than 2 hours, 2.5 hours ago. So I think she's rising so quickly that these fish are traveling, and they are not stopping for anything. Like I've got these baits right in front of their faces, and they're just ignoring them. Every once in a while, it seems like either something runs through my line or someone will take a nip at it and quit. So we're going to shut her down and we're going to go back home, rest up, revitalize, get some fluids in us, recharge our gear, and then we're going to go up to Fairgrounds Park and fish for some bass, bluegill, and crappie up there. Heck, if I got enough time, I might go down and get a can of corn, throw my big rod out there, put her out there for some carp too, because there's some big carp in that lake as well. Just getting around the bluegies. Blue geese tend to drive you a little nuts down there. At 2:30, folks. We have just made 2:30. Alrighty. Yep, I think we're gonna call her. Not a lot fitting today. A lot of fish around. It's just, yeah, they're not really cooperating. Oh, I'm biting that big rod. Hang on. Something popped. I was just about ready to turn her off, and I watched that big rod go ding, ding, ding. Dang it. Let me check this out real quick. And that was something pecking on that. He's No, that was something. That's what they've been doing, folks. It's like when they swimming by, they see it there for a second and take a nip at it, and that's it. They're gone. It's like, oh well, and they keep on going. It's like the 15th time I've had a bite like that today. I was gonna shut her down, and I think we still are. Oh well. All right. Yeah. Let's see. My brain is still at like 50% working. Uh, sick. All right. I'm gonna shut her down. I'm gonna add my old good luck. Stay safe. See you on the water, my friends. Keep doing what you love. Keep them lines tight. I'll see you on the next one. Hope to see you in our next spot. And there's a carp just jumping out of the water, looking at me like laughing at me. Yep. All right. Thank you. Appreciate it. Have a great rest of your